All right, Sunday with Ola. Hell yeah! What's up, everyone? And welcome to Strano with SWOLA207. What's going on? Ouch. Oh, I lost hair. Great. A little hair here and there. Dude, welcome to Sunday with SWOLA207. Holy shit. I'm so stoked about today because... Ha! I'm so stoked about today because, first of all, we have a new guitar. This beautiful fan fret guitar right there. Look at that. There it is. We have this new fan fret guitar. It's the A1.6 FDP-B fan fret. The cool thing about this fan fret is that it's going from 25... No, hang on. Let me get the specs. I think it's 2475. Yes, from 2475 inch scale length on the lighter side to 26 inch on the heavy side. So perfect for, you know, the combo of what I'm in right now, you know, drop A. You still get the me's up here without it sounding shrill and shit. So there you go, fan fret. Holy shit. Hi-ya! Holy shit! Dude! I'm feeling so good this morning. Also, I'm super stoked about this new merch. This is Chug Life, baby. That's the world that you and I live in, okay? OlaEnglundShop.com, you can chug life. Hell yeah. All right, who's in the chat right now? The raffle is on. You can win this signed Sun and the Moon single right there. It's signed by me. You can win that in the raffle. You have to be in the Premier chat on Sunday with Olas at 8 a.m. CET to be able to be a part of the raffle in the Premier chat. Dude, if you're not in the Premier chat, you're missing out. We're having tons of fun. Just saying. All right, let's head into that news. Jane's Addiction ends Boston show after Perry Farrell attacks Dave Navarro on stage. It's not great. That's a look that could kill right there. All right, there he goes. He's stoked. Oi. Oh, damn, he's pissed. What the fuck? What is happening? Oh shit, what? Okay. There's a brawl on stage. This does not look good. Holy shit. I like that the echo is still going. Oh shit. Well, that's fucking tragic. Initially, people were saying that, you know, it's an addiction problem from Perry or that he's an alcoholic and all that. But later it surfaced that this was all about stage volume, where, you know, everyone just... You know how it is on a stage. You think that your amp's kind of, you know, low in volume. You go back and you increase the volume, and it's suddenly everyone's increasing volume, and it's just a mess on stage. That's why you need monitor techs. This ended up with another press release from Jane's Addiction to take some time off away as a group, and they cancel the rest of their tour. Farrell has issued the following statement: "This weekend has been incredibly difficult, and after having the time and space to reflect, it is only right that I apologize to my bandmates, especially Dave Navarro, fans, family, and friends for my actions during Friday's show. Unfortunately, my breaking point resulted in an inexcusable behavior, and I take full accountability for how I chose to handle the situation. So we have no idea what has been brewing in the background before all of this, where it all culminated into him, sparking this outrage and when he flipped, basically. So is Jane's addiction metal? I don't know. I'm a fan of Dave Navarro, though. I really loved his work when he was in Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's why I found this interesting. Okay, next. Dave Mustaine is telling me, learn how to play. Because if you can't play, you'll find a pedal and you'll cheat. Dave, I don't like being told what to do, okay? If I want to buy a pedal, I want to buy a pedal. Okay, let's read on. Dave Mustaine on guitar collecting and switching to quad cortex, and why some players are living a lie with stomp boxes. But he's still using the quad cortex? God damn it. Okay, it's when he's being asked the question, what's your best gear buying tip? Learn how to play. Learn how to play, because if you can't play, you'll find a pedal and you'll cheat. You'll find a pedal that makes you sound really good, and you won't be really good. You'll be living in a lie. Once you learn how to play really good, you'll see those pedals as exactly what they are. A simple non-moving analog device that is a signal processor. Okay. In this interview from Guitar World, they're also talking about the Dave Mustaine just recently became a gear nerd, and actually getting gear. But for live, he's using the Neural DSP Quad Cortex, which has all those stomp boxes that he was telling people not to buy when they need to learn to play first. I mean, I can't fault Dave Mustaine. He's an incredible guitar player, but also I don't like being told what to do, If I like my pedals, I'll buy my freaking pedals, I'm using a Neural DSP Quad Cortex effect processor now. It's like having the key to the city. I don't know that there are a lot of beginners who are going to be able to make that kind of financial commitment to a piece of gear, but I absolutely love the processor. It does everything you can imagine, and I'm just getting started because there's so much more in there. You can go down a rabbit hole and never come up left. And speaking about Neural DSP, this past week they announced that Nano Cortex, as a compact amp modeler capped simulator capture device, this is perhaps the best option out there, screen or no screen. Hell yeah, this was posted by Guitar World. Look at that thing. I was in the premiere when they were announcing this thing, and I must say, I think they hit the nail on the head with this one. Especially when catered to a guy like me. This is something I've been asking for since, Kemper released their Kemper Profile Player, which is this big, but you still get the Kemper things in it. I would love to have the Quad Cortex in the same size. I mean, I don't need a touchscreen when I'm playing live, other than just, being able to see what I'm using at the time or what preset I'm using. But I'm not going to edit on the fly while I'm out playing live. I will have everything set before I leave for a show. And that's why this product will probably be one that I would use live with the Haunted, for instance. It's basically everything I asked for. I would have loved to see a third button on there so I can switch between 3 different sounds. I can do that on these, but you have to tap dance a little bit. If I can bring my Quad Cortex tone with me, with this unit live being this big, dude. And I actually purchased one from Tolman myself. I have no idea right now, but maybe I got it before the Sun with Ola, and maybe I was so eager to make a video that I've already made a video of it. If I did a video, you can check it out right there. Hello, cross-posting. All right, one of my favorite technical death metal bands, Cryptopsy or Cryptopsy, releases new shirts that are very serious. I wanted to bring this up because look at these designs. Cryptopsy, None So Cute, play on words with the album None So Vile, which is an amazing album. If you haven't heard it already, it's time to check it out, okay? None So Vile. But with this None So Cute, and it's an anime. Oh my god, my daughter would love this. Then they have a t-shirt with Lord Worm that says bring back Lord Worm, which I guess is playing on the comments from fans. Lord Worm hasn't been in a band for a good while. And you know how it is with being in a band, and then you switch out a member. People are always going to ask for the previous member, even though the band is better, or vice versa. It's just stupid. People are always going to be like, "Oh, it was way better before Ola was the guitar player in the band," which in the Haunted might actually be true. But they probably heard "Bring back Lord Worm" from the YouTube comment sections way too much. They made a t-shirt out of it. Gotta love that. I'm gonna order the anime one for my daughter. Let's go. Winter is coming when bands are releasing music. Holy shit. There's been a lot of new music recently. We got one song from Whitechapel that's an insane banger. We also received a new Tremonti single. That has to be AI, just saying. Yes. There's a new Devin Townsend. Dude, there's just so much new music out there right now. And it has me really excited for the winter. I'm really looking forward to a lot of stuff. And yes, that's what I wanted to say. And that, my friends, was the news. What you doing? What you do? Hey, hey! Sign of affection and caring is that when dogs sit with their backs towards you, you know. So that's a good sign. I have a couple of things. It's Wednesday at the office. First of all, I wanted to show you this, the updated pedal wall. I basically put another wall up there, so we have 4 shelves with all the guitar pedals. Just wanted to show you this, new and cool. Look at all those pedals. I know you guys like pedals. Roll number 1. Roll number 2. Any favorites?
For each thing.
And then the top row, the biggest pedals. So that's not what I was supposed to show you guys, because I'm about to change strings on a guitar. So this coming weekend I have a secret little trip to another country in Europe. I'm gonna go to another country in Europe and record a music video, and I'm gonna play with one of my Swola guitars, and I figured, like, okay, what guitar should I bring? So I figured, hear me out, okay, I'll go bring it. I figured I would bring this little guitar, because this is a stunner of a guitar. It's one of our newest ones. It's the AB 2.6 BPM, and it has that chameleon color, you know, where it goes from blue to purple to purple and blue. So I'm gonna change strings on this guitar. The song that I'm gonna make a video for is in drop C, and I figured I will put on my new favorites for drop C, which is 9-46 Ernie Ball Hybrid Slinky. That's what they're called. But it wouldn't be a good video without the joining of my little dog Pixie Poo. You always want to be around. I like that. You just want attention all the time because you're so cute. You're so cute, and everybody loves you because you're so cute. You're such a kind dog. That's the thing. You're so kind. Hey-do. And still, I said this before, but I really need to get a better space for changing guitar strings than this. This is way too small, and it's just, hey. So one of the things that are updated on the AB 2.6 models now is that these also have locking tuners. Usually that would be a thing where, you know, on the 1 series we would have locking tuners, but now they also exist on some of the 2 series models as well, which I think is very cool. I'm a big fan of locking tuners because then I can lock the strings while I'm restringing, and it's just faster and nicer of a process right there. And with this particular guitar, I think I'm gonna look like a princess. One of my biggest dreams in life is to look like a princess, and I think I will be able to do that with this guitar. But don't say that to some people, because some people have very fragile masculinity. And it's dangerous. Don't joke about things like that. All right. So I'm trying to show you the color difference right here between purple and blue. It's easiest to see here where it's kind of shifting like that, you know? But nonetheless, very cool. I'm gonna look pretty as hell in this music video. And it's not very often that I'm a part of music videos because I barely make any music. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about this or show and do an Adventures with Ola about this video session next week. I surely hope so, because I think it's going to be an amazing experience. Going to another country to make a music video, that's a big deal even for an Ola Englund like myself, you know? And I gotta say, for the past week, I've never played as much guitar as I've been doing right now for a long time. So, you know the feeling when you feel like you're actually hitting the notes and just not, you know, cheating the notes? That's how I've been feeling this past week. All right, let's grab this. Do some grab ass. All right. What do you like my Where's Waldo t-shirt, by the way? Not very metal now, is it? There's probably some gatekeeper out there like, what the fuck is Ola wearing right now? He's not even metal. And he calls himself a metal lord, a trug lord. And he stands there with his stupid fucking turd bag t-shirt. All I can say is, fuck you. My mom bought this t-shirt for me, okay? I love my mom. Nothing like the sound of new, fresh strings. And out-of-tune strings. That's one guitar being stringed right there, the AB 2.6 BPM. And hopefully I get to show you next week what this video shoot was about. So I'll see you there, maybe. All right, Sunday with Ola riff challenge, where you take my drums from the intro of the Sunday with Ola and you make your own riffs and upload yourself to YouTube, and maybe I check you out on the Sunday with Ola. How about that? The drums are available in the description of the video. Okay. This week we're watching T Sharp. He's playing the drums from SWOLA207. Oh shit, hello. Oh damn. It's got the feels. Ooh, a little Steve I. He's wearing this clown mask and Infant Annihilator hoodie. I would expect some sort of other type of music coming from this guy, but dude, this is fucking sick. Dude, this is a banger. Look at this. This is what makes me happy about this Sunday with Ola riff challenge. Just seeing people out there being inspired. This is what it's all about, you guys. Holy shit. Dude, T Sharp, well done. That was really fucking cool. If you want to be just like T Sharp, download the drums in the description, write your own riffs, upload yourself to YouTube, hashtag SWOLA207 if you're using the drums from this week, okay? Hiya. Question of the day, where I answer your question. This week's question is from Dude, where's my guitar? Hey Ola, have you seen the new Dean Zelinsky Dime Culprit? Indeed I have, my friends. Holy shit. Okay, let's take a look. To the Instagram we go. Okay, let's check it out. There it is. There's a video. DGZ right there. Holy shit. That's the culprit. The bottle opener from hell. Let's go. That's it right there, dude. That looks frickin' sick. They've been teasing a lot of these DGC guitars now, and I'm just like, can't we just get a guitar already? It's been a couple of years now. Come on. We know the guitars are out there. Can you please show one? Even I have a video of one of the first ones from NAMM like 5 million years ago that I would love to release at some point. I'm just staying respectful for the brand, obviously, because they're gonna release when they're ready and all that. But, you know, I think people are very excited. Please, very soon. I mean, the Warhead is finally out. We want to see the guitars now. Okay, thank you so much. I'm truly excited. I want one, okay? Maybe not the Culprit, but definitely a Stealth or a Razorback would be nice. Or maybe I'll get the Get 3 of them, holy shit.
Boxset om flera år.
Jaha, ja precis. Ja, det är lite overkill kanske. Jag tror att man kör en gång bara. All right, take a look at this. Something from Toman. All right. Okay. Oh. Yes, if I'm not completely mistaken, I think this is, or might be, that thing that I was talking about. That's it right there. Let's check it out. It's the Nano Cortex. Bought it from Tolman. Shipped within 2 days. Not too bad, actually. I mean, I'm a fan of when brands do product releases and the products are available immediately. I like that. Check this out. I'm doing a little unboxing right here. Is everything fucking... Here we go. Good looking box, I must say. So... Okay. Oh, okay. A guitar pick right there. Cortex guitar pick, USB-C cable, and feet. My favorites. Okay, that looks cool. Let's take it out. All right, there it is right there. Out of the box. Take a look at that. That is so small. Look at that. I really like the look of that. Let's see here. We have an input, we have output 1, output 2, which also works as capture out, ground lift, expression and MIDI. So expression pedal goes in there, headphones, USB-C, power, and then on this side we have a capture input so you can capture your bullshit. So for me, I'm extremely interested in seeing if I can bring my captures with me when playing live. So when I'm playing live with the Haunted, I'm using a capture I made of an Englund Powerball preamp. That's my main tone for the Haunted when I'm playing out, you know, rhythm guitar and lead guitar. It's an Englund Powerball preamp that I capture myself. If I can use that capture in this and bring this with me, dude, I'm saving so much space. I can even have two and bring one as a backup. And truth be told, if I have my amplifiers and all that set, like I have on the Quad Cortex, I don't need a touchscreen. I don't try the touchscreen at all. I'm just really interested in seeing if I could bring my The Haunted presets with me on this thing, and that I could use this only when going to play live with The Haunted. I think that's going to be the most interesting. And then speculating about, you know, what you can do with this thing and what not, and how it is as a modeler, that's a completely different question. And I think a lot of people out there have already answered these questions by looking at the reviews out there. My demo and review will be about me trying to get my Quad Cortex presets into this thing and get it as close as possible, and hopefully I can bring this with me live and not the Quad Cortex. So extremely stoked, man. Look at that. That's so small, man. That's so small. But you will have to wait a couple days for my demo to be out. So until then, goodbye. All right, who won the signed Sun and the Moon single? Winners announced right now in the premiere chat. Congratulations to you. That, my friends, was it for Sunday with SWOLA207 right there. I hope you have an excellent Sunday. If you want, you can support the channel. You can buy a Chug Life t-shirt like this from oldenglandshop.com. I'll see you guys in another video very, very soon. Thank you so much for hanging, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.